online taking your questions. Email them to greatdayhouston@khou.com. Our next guest makes a living keeping people looking young. Please welcome back Dr. Richard Laconi from the Institute of Anti-Aging Medicine and Skin Spa. He's here to help us tackle the things we'll all have to contend with, and that is aging. We don't mind aging, we just don't want to look like we're aging. So please welcome him back this morning.
Thanks, David.
It used to be what you had to do was to cut and sew, but we have a lot of things that can fill in the gaps before you get there.
Well, luckily, there's a whole lot of things you can do that can, if not eliminate that, certainly put it off for years. A lot of things that really require nothing more than a brief office visit.
Yes,
and
and
go
we
back to
know
work.
Lots of Hollywood stars who have taken advantage of those. Halle Berry is one. Beautiful woman, but apparently she's had a little something, some little extras done there. So it's kind of hard to guess her age, but she's 45. Demi Moore is 47. She got that young man. And then Madonna, who's always taken care of her body and worked out and stuff too, and so she's 50. And Christy Brinkley, former supermodel, 54 years old. Now, they look much younger than their age, and you know, some of them, they haven't told me, they never called me and told me this, but we speculate that maybe they had a little extra help there. All right, so it's time for us to play a little game. It's going to be
Guess My Age.
Yes, it's going to be Guess My Age. So here's how it works. Our patients will give you clues about their age, and you have to guess just how old they are. And then Dr. Laconi is going to tell us about the little extra something that they got from you. Yeah, little tweaks is what we're going to call that. Okay, contestant number one is Brenda. Brenda, give us some clues as to how old you are before the audience tries to guess.
When I was born, Elvis Presley released Hound Dog and
No
Don't
way.
Be Cruel.
Really?
Yes.
Any guesses at how old? Somebody said 16? Okay, give us another. Yeah, that was one of the young people there. Okay, give us another clue.
When I was 5, a gallon of milk only cost 49 cents.
Wow, okay, and the last clue.
When I was born, the Yankees played the Dodgers in the World Series.
Okay, now the guys are guessing. Okay, so look at her. I want to close up, look at this beautiful skin and the whole bit. Guess, how old is she, audience? Yell out some ideas. 46? 30? 30? Okay, 30, 35. Okay, Brenda, how old are you?
54.
54. All right, but some of the issues that you were having when you were looking into the mirror were what?
When I turned 52, actually, I started noticing some depressions in my eyes, I'll call it, little dark circles and things like that.
Okay, and it used to be there wasn't really so much we could do about that, Dr. Laconi, except for to put concealer on. But so what did you do with her?
Exactly, right. Well, you know, these new dermal fillers are very effective for filling in small volume loss. And when you get volume loss under your eyes, it appears as a kind of a dark discoloration that makes you look tired, worn out. So we can actually go in there as a simple little injection technique. That's all it takes. We use something like this Restylane product, but there's 2 or 3 others, and we just inject little spots here and fill in that area where the volume is lost, and it actually eliminates the dark shadow too.
Yeah, so did people notice something was a little different? But
They said I looked refreshed. Did you have a weekend off, and took a vacation or something? So nobody really knew what happened.
And Dr. Laconi, that's an important part because there are a lot of people who can do this type of thing, but you want to make sure the person who is doing the application for you knows how to be conservative and knows how to do it where you look refreshed, not like you just went crazy someplace.
Oh, absolutely. You know, particularly in that area, it's a really fine technique. Requires a lot of skill. But we've done many of them, and Brenda's living proof. It works well when properly done. And also, I'd say that she also uses a daily skincare regimen that gives her the beautiful clarity of her skin.
Okay, you say skincare regimen. Again, there are thousands of products on the market. Right. What's the difference between the ones that we might be able just to go to the store and get, and then the ones that were sold in a doctor's office, or even prescription for that matter?
There are a few products that we stress the Obagi line. It's doctor prescribed. The whole thing was founded by Dr. Zain Obagi, who's a dermatologist, and he's been bringing out these products for at least 30 years. It's still based with some retin A as one of the active ingredients, and it will help just bring out the radiance and the luster in your skin. It helps reverse sun damage. So it's really an excellent product.
Yeah, it's a great line. I'm actually 162 at the end of the month. and I've been using that, and no one would guess that I'm 162. All right, let's go to our next contestant, Marsha. Give us your clues.
My first clue is when I was born, Miracle on 34th Street was tops in the theater.
Oh, okay. Next clue.
The next clue is when I was born, gas cost 17 cents a gallon.
Fill her up. Wow. Okay. And your last clue?
And a new car cost about $1,300.
Wow. Okay. How old is Marsha?
54.
54? 54? You said what now? Okay. She is 63.
That's I am.
All right. So listen, what did she do with Marsha?
For Marsha, one of the key treatments we did was the Active FX laser. The Active FX laser will help improve the tone of your skin, diminish the brown spots and other little sun aging, helps remove fine lines, and it gives an overall tightening effect to the skin. In addition, we went a few little strategic places, sometimes around the nasolabial fold. We did a little bit of dermal filler. It's like the Restylane product here, Perlane, very similar, just to kind of give a little return of the volume loss that occurs with aging. A little Botox in a few little spots, forehead, around the eyes.
Yeah.
And all together, it's almost like a mini facelift.
Yeah, because Marsha, you weren't trying to look 16. You wanted to look refreshed, right?
Right.
Okay. Deepa is our next contestant. And Deepa, give us some clues.
Well, when I was born, Jimmy Carter was president.
Okay. All right. Next.
The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Dallas Cowboys the year I was born.
Okay.
And when I was born, Gloria Gaynor won a Grammy Award for I Will Survive.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. All right. And some of y'all know because you were in the club dancing to that song, weren't you? Okay. How old is Deepa? 29, 27, 37. All right. Deepa is?
31.
She's 31. All right. Here's the deal. Oftentimes, Dr. Laconi, we think about getting all these things like the fillers and the Botox, all that type of stuff. We think about getting that because we think we're much older. Sometimes it's just genetically improving something on your face that's just genetically there.
Well, obviously skin ages in different people, different ways. For Deepa, I think the idea is that she's quite young, so she wanted to start early and do some preventive maintenance, and that's the best way to do it because it's so much easier to get rid of wrinkles before they happen.
Yeah.
And Botox is perfect for that. If you do a little Botox before you have wrinkles, you won't get them.
Yeah, so it stops you from frowning and creating those wrinkle lines. And then some people just genetically may have that area, the smile line area.
Some people it's a little deeper. Even though it's not due to volume loss, now you can still try to correct it. We can put a little filler in there. Sometimes we'll actually put a little bit of filler in the cheek because it raises the cheek and then diminishes the nasolabial area, this little fold. Well, so there's all kinds of little tricks.
Yeah, and just if you go in, you can say, what would you do to me? And then they'll fill her up. Ladies, thank you very, very much for playing along. If you're ready to start looking younger or correcting something you don't like about your skin, right now you can call Dr. Laconi's office. The number is 713-807-1000, 713-807-1000. One thing we didn't touch on is if you have acne issues or if you have discoloration, all that type of stuff, some of those skincare lines can take care of that and other treatments as well. You can also head to their website, antiageinstitute.com. After the break, meet a woman who says her doctor pulled, pushed, stretched, and tore tissue in her shoulder, and she's never felt better.
Have you heard? There are now hearing aids that are nearly waterproof. Let's face it, Houston is humid and people sweat. Hearing aids don't like getting wet. Sometimes they even quit working. Don't worry,